has artificial intelligence in it. You know what I'm saying? And so any which way, so what happens when humanity gets so big that, you know what I'm saying, perhaps we have to repot ourselves? Well, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's humans' job to create a new species, right? Maybe we're a creation. Maybe we are a creation that was an experiment supposedly gone wrong, right? Perhaps we are, you know what I'm saying? Because what are we? We are like, we have ape DNA, but we have like a God chip, right? We got language and, you know what I'm saying, spirituality and so, you know what I'm saying? But we have like the DNA of, like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like we're AI inside of a, you know what I'm saying, a flesh robot. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of crazy or whatever. But they said that it's not thank you, man. But it says that this robot is not available until like 2 years, 3 years. Here, let's take a look. It says because look, Elon Musk himself said it's a fundamental existential risk for human civilization. He said that, quote, the government, he hopes that the government, he said that the, quote, government, end quote, doesn't understand this yet. And he, quote, he said, he promises to, quote, be careful not to go down the Terminator path. That's what he said. The comment was a reference, a similar film that filmmaker James Cameron said in the 1984 sci-fi thriller. You know, that whole 1984 thing. Skynet began trending on Twitter as users nervously discussed Musk's latest project. The 51-year-old billionaire and father of 10 said millions of these robots will be available in less than for $20,000 by the end of the decade. So for the price of a car, you're going to be able to buy a robot. Wow. So imagine Siri. So imagine like Siri or Google, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you know how you started? I don't want to say it. Be like, hey, Siri. I probably started something on your end. But you say I'm with the Google, so I don't want to say that. If I say, yo, Google, the shit turns on. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you know what I'm saying, he goes, let me read that again. The 51-year-old billionaire said millions of these robots. See, first of all, Elon Musk he be capping. Elon Musk caps, dog. Like, I knew he was never going to buy Twitter. Like, I knew that. I knew he was never going to buy Twitter. That nigga caps. And so he do a lot. Like he the biggest, do this and do that. But, you know what I'm saying? Elon Musk talk a lot of shit. Whatever happened to Dogecoin? That joint would probably drive your car. Tim804 said it only costs $20,000. No way. It can't do anything critical. But he's saying by the end of this decade. So by that time, the prices will go on down. But it'll probably start off as like 100, 200,000, right? He added that this will probably irrevocably alter what is meant to be human, as an economy is defined by the people, by the amount of people and their productivity, with optimists tipping those scales. So yeah, imagine if you could do a robot that can automate tasks. You know what I'm saying? Like at a small business, your robot can make lattes. You feel me? Let's say you got a small business and your robot can change the light bulb. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what your robot, that's what, you know what I'm saying? You got a robot and then you bring your technicians in and they train it or whatever. Or maybe you got to download some software and then next thing you know, like your robot could like type certain shit. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. That's crazy. Brazy. At the point which there is not a limitation on product entities, it is not clear what an economy even means at this point. An economy becomes quasi-infinite. This is Elon Musk talking at AI Day, Tesla AI Day, this past weekend. Perhaps the most fascinating or ominous of all, Musk said future versions of Optimus will be capable of having quite natural conversations with their owners. Can also be kind of like a friend and a buddy and hang out with you. Now, we've seen that. Now, if you've watched this show, we've did stories of guys in Korea marrying their robots. You know what I'm saying? Like we had this one where there was a what was that one story we did where it was a developer for one of these like AI things where like the AI nigga was like talking, like was answering philosophical questions. And so the developer got spooked out and was just like, yo, this shit going too far. Oh, he started snitching on, was it Google's AI? That's what it was. The man he snitched on Google's AI. There it is. Where's Google AI whistleblower Blake Lemoine now? Here he is. Google AI whistleblower. In late July, the now ex-Google employee Blake Lemoine discovered something truly remarkable. He called it self-aware AI, or as he thought. For those who missed it, Blake Lemoine shattered headlines last month when he stated that one at the Google AI systems that he was testing showed human-like consciousness. This radical discovery, of course, ignited conversation amongst AI experts as well as officials at Google. So think about this for a second. So he thought this machine was having human-like, let me think. Well, if that is the case, sir, blah, 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 like reasoning. But a lot of people were saying like, bro, that's all, like everything this AI does is going to be coded. So it's not like, so everything there is like thought of for it to say, basically. Basically, it's not coming up with nothing new, my nigga. It ain't coming up with nothing new. You know what I'm saying? That's what the people were saying. So this guy Blake Lemoine is just like, bruh, this shit is becoming. There's a word for it. It's like a word, like, oh, it reached like pure consciousness or something. It's like a word that they use. It's like satiety or something. It's like he said something like it is now like translucent or something. It was like some word he used. It was like, damn. Blake is a computer scientist who recently he was at Google. Cutting edge artificial intelligence. The recent what did he exactly find? Interview at Lambda. Google might call this sharing proprietary property. I call it sharing discussions that I had with one of my coworkers. Yeah. He was scared, dog. He said Lemoine found Google's Lambda showed self-awareness and could hold conversations about religion, emotions, and fear. See, social media. When y'all niggas be like giving up all this information on social media, man, it learns about us and it learns about humans and it can start questioning. Like, left without many options, Lemoine revealed his conversation with Lambda on Twitter saying, quote, an interview with Lambda. Oh yeah, so I just read that. So Google's response is, of course, some in the broader AI community are considering the long-term possibility of sentient. That's the word I'm looking for. The possibility of sentient or general AI, but it doesn't make sense to do so by anthropomorphizing today's conversational models, which are not sentient. So what they're saying is they're just creating a conversation. So we created a machine that can have a simple conversation doesn't mean that it's sentient. Sentient meaning that it is conscious and it has a soul and it can reason and have a moral aptitude. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like they're basically like, my nigga, you're spooked out. All it is just coding, my nigga. The same way Google talks to you, like that's the same way this machine is talking. Nothing more, nothing less. So anthropomorphizing, like turning non-human things into real things, into human things, right? Anthropomorphizing. That's what astrology, like when you know what I'm saying, you take a fish and it's, so you know what I mean, like you make a fish turn into like human beings, and you know what I mean, sensitive and stuff like that. Anyway, these systems can imitate the type of exchanges found in millions of sentences and can riff on any fantastical topic. If you ask what is it like to be an ice cream dinosaur, they can generate tests about melting and roaring and so on. Lambda tends to follow along with prompts and leading questions going along with a pattern set by the user. Our team included ethicists and technologists has reviewed Blake's concerns via our AI principles and have informed him that the evidence does not support his claims. So there's that is. So you're sentient. That's what it is. So like, well, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if the Tesla robot can become sentient. Because yeah, Musk is working on Neuralink. See, Neuralink is more cap. Neuralink is more cap because he's also pushing Neuralink, but Neuralink ain't really done nothing. They're saying that like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Investors in Neuralink is like, yo, we're not really getting our return on our investment. All right. Perhaps the most fascinating or ominous of all. Okay, we got that. Musk is currently also working on a brain implant called Neuralink, which he said in 2020 could make human language obsolete in 5 to 10 years. You see, there he go capping again. There he go doing the most. Putting what we used to call that, putting extras on it. You see, he's known for capping and putting extras on it. So like he knows how to, he's like Donald Trump. Like he knows how to grab the headline. He knows how to say fantastical things to me, you know what I'm saying, get clicks and like, oh shit, you know. Like he's a Republican. He's a rich Republican. They know how to do that. Musk is currently working with a brain implant called Neuralink, which he said in 2020 can make human language obsolete in 5 to 10 years. Bro, are you serious? Allah created human beings and we've been using language probably for millions of years. And here you are going to create something out of nowhere and just make human language obsolete in 5 to 10 years? Nigga, please. Nigga, please. Yo, language is probably the best invention human beings have created, my nigga. So who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Language is a beautiful technology, bro. Language is beautiful. How can I say the word table and you know what I'm talking about? How is that possible? How is that possible? How is it that language can identify our thoughts and articulate the language is beautiful. And he's over here trying to make language obsolete. Yo, he could duck sick, you know what I mean? While he promised a roster of fanciful projects in the past, from an automated tunnel system to colonies on Mars. You see? He's all capped, dog. Optimus appears to be actually be in motion. See, he's a capper, dog. He's a Kappa Kappa. He's a Kappa Phi Alpha. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's a capper, dog. Look what he said. He said he's gonna make language obsolete in 5 to 10 years. He said it's gonna be millions of robots everywhere in you know what I'm saying, in a couple of years. He said he's gonna come up with an automated tunnel system and colonies on Mars. Cap no. Bullshit on my easy to block captain shit. Shout out to Elon Muskie. Shout out to Elon Musty. So let's see. Is there any other information on this damn robot? It's crazy though. All right, this one is from New Scientist. Tesla's building an AI humanoid robot called Optimus. Look, that shit say Tesla across the chest. That shit. This right here is a render. This is not real. This is a render, my nigga. This is not real. This is a concept. Basically, all this is a picture. Tesla will branch out from building electric self-driving cars to produce humanoid robots designed to eliminate dangerous, repetitive, boring tasks. You see, I told you. Like making screwdrivers and like, you know what I'm saying? Like remedial tasks of, you know what I'm saying? Like washing dishes or something. Like it'll just be automated. You know what I mean? Basically slavery. You know what I'm saying? The robot, referred to as Optimus by those inside the company, will be 173 centimeters tall and weigh 57 kilos. Its body will be powered with 40 electromagnetical actuators, and its face will feature a screen display. You know, I'm sorry, man. Allah came up with the best creation called the actual human. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have a central nervous system. You know what I'm saying? We have a lymphatic system. You know what I'm saying? We got pineal glands. We got a skeletal system. Like, the human body is amazing. With the brain is the AI. You know what I'm saying? The brain is, we got collective consciousness. We got all kind of stuff going on. So shout out to the human. Shout out to Allah who created, you know what I'm saying, the real technology. You feel me? You feel me? All right, y'all. Optimus will be able to carry a cargo of 20 kilograms. So it will lift, what, almost a third of its weight? Tesla CEO Elon Musk claims that a working prototype will be ready next year. So that's probably why he released that bullshit, because he told us it'd be ready next year. And I bet you his staff was like, my nigga, we can't do that shit, bro. He was like, I didn't say it has to do anything. It's just go out there and smile. And that's what it did. Speaking at the company's AI Day event designed to attract engineers and research talent to the company. Yo, man, how many times do you see movies and shit where it's like these beautiful scientific minds, they get used, you know what I'm saying, by the evil capitalists and shit. You know what I mean? They're like, man, I just came to save the world. I didn't know that they were going to take my design and enslave humanity and, you know. Any which way, I'm out of here, guys. It's like eerily quiet at my house. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're watching a movie. Musk said that the machine will be limited to a walking speed of 8 kilometers per hour and will be deliberately weak enough that most humans will be able to overpower it if needed. Wow. So they basically is going to be underclocked. Wow. Just in case it goes crazy, man. They don't want no lawsuit. They're like, dude, they want it to the point where you can knock that shit over and nigga push that shit in some water or something. Hypothetical AIs could complete any task a human can perform was the largest threat currently facing humanity. The robot is still in development, but automation will make a physical work a choice in the future, which will have a profound implications for the economy and require universal basic income as a government policy. So that's what he's saying to get the progressives in on it. A human dancer inside a suit was presented at the event to give the audience a flavor as what is to expect from the robot. Tesla also announced an AI optimized custom computer chip called D1, which is using to create a supercomputer called Dojo. Whoa. 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 I'm sure Apple. You think Apple is doing a research in this field? This machine is intended to process vast amounts of camera and sensor data from Tesla cars and train the neural networks behind Tesla's self-driving technology. These improvements and updates can then be sent out to cars around the world via the internet. Wow. Wow. Elon Musk is like the crazy scientist who's like gonna like kill the world. You know what I'm saying?